So today I want to talk about Ash and the possibility of him using Gigantamax Pikachu in the Masters 8 tournament. With Ash only having 3 matches in the Masters 8 tournament, assuming he makes the finals, it's safe to assume that he'll use one of each gimmick in every round, with Pikachu using a Z-move, Lucario Mega Evolving, and Gengar Gigantamaxing as his main options. But Ash also has one more option when it comes to Gigantamaxing, and that's Pikachu. The last time we saw Pikachu Gigantamax was in episode 13 after the last Pokemon World Championship finals, and in that same episode Ash challenged Leon to their first battle, where we got to see Pikachu Gigantamax for the first time in a battle against Leon's Charizard, and as we know, that battle led to the start of Ash's World Championship run. But since episode 13, where Ash's World Championship journey began, until now, we haven't seen Pikachu Gigantamax at all, not even once, even though it seemed like Gigantamax Pikachu was going to be Ash's ace Pokemon at that point in time. Instead, since then, Lucario has taken over that role with its Mega Evolution, so Pikachu has been Ash's Z-move ace, while Gengar has become Ash's main Gigantamax Pokemon, despite Pikachu being the first one to use it. So this leads to 2 questions: 1, why did Pikachu stop Gigantamaxing? And 2, would it make sense for Ash to use Gigantamax Pikachu in this tournament, despite Gengar already being Ash's Gigantamax ace? To answer the first question, why did Pikachu stop Gigantamaxing, I think this answer is fairly simple yet confusing based on how you look at it. You could say that they wanted to market Lucario as Ash's ace by giving it a gimmick, but that doesn't explain why they decided to give Pikachu a Z-move right after and Gengar Gigantamax form. Gengar definitely needed some help with its battle strength after all its lackluster performances, so giving it a Gigantamax makes sense. But that doesn't explain why Pikachu wasn't allowed to Gigantamax as well, in addition to having a Z-move, especially since Gigantamax Pikachu came first in the series. I get that Pikachu is Ash's Z-move ace and Gengar is Ash's Gigantamax ace, but I still think Pikachu should have been allowed to Gigantamax in addition to having a Z-move. But to answer the first question, why did Pikachu stop Gigantamaxing, I think it's a 2-part answer. 1, because they wanted to market Lucario as Ash's ace Pokemon, and 2, they wanted to give Gengar a power boost, and Gigantamaxing was the best option since Pikachu already had a Z-move, and they weren't about to give Ash a Mega Gengar with Lucario still around. This also gives Ash a unique ace trio who can use every gimmick, which makes sense marketing wise. Now to answer the second question, would it make sense for Ash to use Gigantamax Pikachu in this tournament despite Gengar already being Ash's Gigantamax ace? On one hand, I think Ash ending the World Championships with Pikachu as his final Pokemon would be the most fitting, since it's his best Pokemon by far, and this would give us the Charizard vs Pikachu rematch that started Ash's World Championship run. But Pikachu hasn't Gigantamaxed since episode 13 because Ash hardly ever goes to Galar without a purpose, and because of that he seemingly has never practiced Gigantamaxing with Pikachu, which is why it has never made a reappearance in the anime. So because of that, I don't think Ash Gigantamaxing Pikachu in this battle would make sense. I know Ash kinda just switched on all of the other battle gimmicks and they worked in less than 3 attempts, but Gigantamax Pikachu was shown being unable to battle properly when he faced Leon in their first battle, which is one of the main reasons why he lost that battle. Otherwise, I think Pikachu would have done way better than it actually did. So unless Ash has been secretly practicing Gigantamaxing Pikachu in Galar off screen, since that's the only place he could do it, then bringing it back wouldn't make sense at all right now. I know this would be a major missed opportunity since Pikachu likely only got a Gigantamax form because it's the mascot and Ash's partner, but from a writing and power perspective, it wouldn't make sense for Pikachu to suddenly have complete control over it after we saw it struggling to move in its last appearance. And to be honest, if this happens in the finals and it gives Ash the win, I think even the biggest anime fans would feel weird about the win, since it would be one of, if not the biggest Ash pull in the history of the anime, which is saying a lot. With that being said, what are your thoughts on Ash using Gigantamax Pikachu? Do you think he could or should use it, or do you prefer that Ash just sticks to a Z-move and ends his final battle that way? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and bye.